if you want to add a TV, because I know most of you guys are probably playing video games right now on your TV, I'm going to show you how to add one on the wall. So we're going to have it sitting on top of here, or just hanging on the wall. You know what, that's even easier. I'm going to draw a vertical line. I'm just going to line it up with my dresser that I drew. It's going to be kind of a big TV. Connect the corners. I know you can't see that. Connect the corners to the vanishing point. So corner, vanishing point, and I'm not going to draw it all the way. I'm going to draw how long I want my TV to be. Corner, vanishing point. Remember, my pencil's straight up and down. If you're having a hard time doing this, it's probably because your pencil is going underneath your paper if you don't have a ruler. Or even if you have a ruler, you really want to make sure that pencil, that eraser is straight up to the ceiling when you're tracing. Draw a straight line down to close off that object. It doesn't really look like a TV, does it? I think I forgot. I forgot to start off with the shape. I sure did. So really a TV is 3D, right? So I would actually need to go back and add this rectangle on the side of it. So I'm going to draw two horizontal lines and connect those horizontal lines with the vertical line. Now it looks like it's coming off the TV. I mean off the wall. And there is your TV. If you want to make it look even more like a TV, you can go and add a little border, because most TVs do have a little border on the inside. These lines also connect with the vanishing point. I just did that totally. I'm sorry if that was difficult, because I just did it backwards. Not the way I usually teach it. Okay, and there we go. That's our TV. Now we're going to start to color in. So think about a color scheme or colors that you like. If this is a window, you could draw outside the window, but remember, this is the ground. Maybe I want to draw, what if it's like a palm tree? You just freehand, because on this back wall, nothing needs to go to the vanishing point. You can look in magazines for images to copy. You can look on YouTube and find videos. And I'm sure there's actually a lot of videos. What if my son? It's right here. Alright, that looks good to me. Videos on how to draw a one-point perspective room too. So feel free to look at those videos. If you want to add a rug, I forgot. Let's say I want a rug right here. Start with the part that's closest to you. So you wouldn't draw this part of the rug farther back in the room. You would start right here. How about I line this up with my dresser? I think my rug is going to be a really big rug. Might even go underneath the bed. Alright, draw your horizontal line, connect the corners to the vanishing point. Remember, your pencil straight up and down. Think about how far you want the rug to go back. I don't think I want it to touch the wall. So I'm going to stop right before it gets to the wall. Corner to the vanishing point. Oh, you don't want to draw through your object, so stop there. Okay, and we just imagine it keeps going through. And then you close off your shape with another horizontal line. That could be a rug. You can add designs on there. If you want it to be in one point perspective, always think about the vanishing point. What if I wanted to do lines? Okay, I'm going to make little dots evenly spaced apart, just freehanding it. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want it to be perfect, measure it out. Dot, vanishing point, line. Dot, vanishing point, draw a line. Dot, vanishing point, draw a line. Dot, vanishing point, draw a line. I know we kind of had trouble with drawing our floor, a lot of us, whenever we did our practice sheet. This is the same thing, because most of you guys did this part, and then when you got over here, you just started kind of drawing lines that didn't go to the vanishing point. Make sure that they go to the vanishing point. Vanishing point, draw. There we go. Alright, now we're ready to color. Okay, today we're going to add a couple of different things, lights and a dresser. And then you can go and add as many things as you want. Well, I think I'm going to put the dresser over here, so I'm going to have to make a right angle on the wall just like I did with the bed. So I'm going to think about, where do I want my dresser to be on this wall? I think I'm going to do it about right here. So I'm going to lay my paper horizontally. Think about how wide you want your dresser to be. That seems like a good size dresser. Think about how tall you want your dresser to be. Do you want to set a TV on top of it? How many clothes do you have? Okay, that's a good shape. Now I'm going to close off that shape. I'm going to finish making that shape, which is a rectangle. Step number 2 would be to connect the corners to the vanishing point. So I'm going to start with this corner, put my pencil on it, line that up to the vanishing point, and draw a line. Remember to draw lightly because you're going to be doing a lot of erasing and you don't want that to confuse you when you see all those lines. Connect this corner to the vanishing point, draw a line, and this corner. Ooh, that's such a small part, it won't connect. But if yours does, you want to make sure that you connect that. Okay, step number 3, close off your object with vertical and horizontal lines. Well, since I can't make a horizontal line up here, if you had a dresser that, let's pretend like it went like this, you will want to close it off with a horizontal line. But since I can't see the top of my dresser, then I just leave that blank, and then I go to this side and I think about how long I want this dresser to be. I think I'm going to stop it about right here. It's kind of a long dresser. And I'm going to draw my vertical line. So line up my ruler straight up and down, draw it to the bottom of the dresser. Okay, step number 4 is erase orthogonal lines and or lines you no longer need. So I'm going to pick up my handy dandy eraser. I'm going to erase those orthogonal lines, those lines that go to the vanishing point, the ones that connect to the corners. If you had this line go, you want to erase that. And lines inside of my object, I would not see the floor unless this was a glass dresser, which I don't want it to be a glass dresser. Alright, we've got the shell of our dresser. If you want to make, well, you're going to need to make the drawers. And since I don't have a ruler, I'm just going to have to freehand this. You can use your paper and kind of test out how many drawers you want. Maybe I want 3 or 4. So I'm kind of just going to eyeball it. That looks about right. Put it over. This one, maybe this comes down a little bit. I'm going to just put dots on that line right here. Remember, we made that rectangle. That's the part of the object that's closest to us. I'm going to make dots, and guess what? I'm going to connect those dots to the vanishing point. Dot, vanishing point, line, dot, vanishing point, line. And notice how I'm not going all the way to the vanishing point, because I know I'm going to have to erase all those lines, and I do not feel like doing that. Alright, you can add little knobs on your dresser. I'm just going to make it easy and just add dots. If you wanted to add like a line, you actually have to make sure that that lines up to the vanishing point. So I would make a line like this if I want it to be a line like that. But I don't. I want them to be knobs. And I am done. Okay. Lights. Okay. Let's do... I'm going to do 2 different lights, and you decide which one you want to do. On this side of the room, I'm going to do can lights, and on this side of the room, I'm going to do lights like we have in our classroom, where they're... You know what? I don't really know how many bedrooms have those lights. So no, we're going to do can lights. Alright, I'm going to start with an oval. Let's say I want like an oval shape there. And I'm going to get my paper. I'm going to make a horizontal line and think about, okay, ooh, you can use your pencil as a measuring tool. So let's pretend like the outside of here. Ooh, you know what? You can use your paper if you have a paper like me, or you can measure. So I'm going to make a little tick mark where this this light ends, and then a tick mark where that the wall is. And so if I turn this upside down, and I'm going to go to the very top of the light this time. So notice how my paper goes with the top of the light. I'm going to line my tick mark up with the wall. And then I'm going to draw a little line right here, because now I'm going to draw this oval shape. If you really want it to be perfect, use your pencil as a measuring tool. My light is about as long as This is, if you don't have like an eraser like that, you can always go and measure like this. So when I take this back over here, and I know the end of the light starts here, so I'm going to make a little tick mark, and then I'm going to draw an oval. I'm drawing really light. Alright, we've got 2 lights in our room. How can we make more? Look no further. We're going to connect the corners, since there's not a corner. We're going to connect the edge to the vanishing point and draw a very light line. I'm just going to draw it right here to the end of the ceiling. Did I even draw that? No. Corner or edge to the vanishing point. Okay. Edge, vanishing point, draw a line. Oh, I should have my pencil straight up and down. Remember, I'm drawing light, edge, finishing point, draw a line. Alright. Remember to pause it if you need to pause it, because I know I'm moving really fast. Alright, now I can add as many lights as I want in my room. I think I'm going to add about maybe 4 on each side. So I'm going to go down a little ways, and I'm going to make a little line here, very lightly. Down a little ways, I'm going to make a little line there, and down a little ways. I'm just kind of eyeing this, and now I know, okay, that's where I'm going to put a light. On top of this line, I'm going to put a light on top of this line. And see how it stays inside of that, I guess, perspective that we drew? Our orthogonal lines. And step number 4 would be to erase the orthogonal lines, or lines you no longer need. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to erase these lines. And now I have my can lights. You can always go back and make it look neater. What if I wanted to have, now I can go darker. I could add an outline, because most can lights have an outline. So it's up to you. Alright, finish off your lights, and I will finish mine off, and I'll see you back and tell you the next steps. Have fun.